first in chats with LA. On this channel, man, you know she don't play. She gon' talk about it, live about it, be about it. She gon' talk about it. Chats with LA.
Hey guys, this is your girl Lisa. Got first chats with LA. Trying to get the lighting in the car because I wanted this to be a heartfelt vlog. Coming to you guys today, God first always, but vulnerable myself today. Been dealing with some things. I've constantly told you guys that, you know, my life has been a challenge, and I've never really opened up as to why. But something about today and it being the end of 2015 and going into 2016, so many times I thought that I had released this stuff that I hadn't. So I just want to come today as open and as honest as I can. I'm going to try to be as fast as I can, but my heart is full. I don't know if you can see the puffy eyes, but I've just been full today. I've been full from pain, not in my physical body, but here, this pain. And there are reasons behind my pain. And they say sometimes that only you can tell your story the best. So this is just a little bit of my story. I've shared with you guys before that I'm writing a book. So there's a lot that I don't want to get into, but there are things that I want to share because I just don't want to bring this baggage into the new year. I want to know that I know that I've done what God's required for me to do. And it's just to uncover the devil. I don't know how to make it any more plain than that. So I wrote some stuff. I probably won't stick to it, but I wrote it because I wanted to be time consuming, well, time conscious, because I don't want you guys to, I've been getting people saying I talk too long or whatever, but sometimes things are serious enough that you need to talk. And maybe I do. Maybe I'm sharing too much before the book comes out. I don't know. But I just need to get it off of me before 2016 comes in. So I just started out by saying 2015. Wow. What can I say about 2015? I said God first, always, as I always say. But today, Him first, me transparent. My life up until this point has been filled with so much pain. So much pain, guys. And it's pain that I have not caused. It's pain that people have caused to me. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed of the things that I've been through. But when you're 7, 8, and 9, how do you have control over things that happen to you? You don't. You just don't. And you think that those that are hurting you are supposed to be the ones that love you and protect you and keep you safe, but not so. So, it's even hard to say. Around the age of 7 are my first memories of it. being molested by family members. And when I tell you that it captivates your mind, it keeps you from being free. I don't care how old you get, but it just comes a time where you have to let go. And I mean, I've stood before many altars. I've had many pastors to pray for me and pray with me and come to my home and pray with me and, minister with me and try to help me. I've gone to counseling. I've done a lot to try to get beyond the pain. But one counselor told me, until you tell your truth, you're never going to be free. So today I tell my truth. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good place to be at 50, smiling on the outside, but hurting so bad on the inside for something that I had no control over, for feeling ashamed because people decided to take my life and put it in their hands and do what they chose to do to me. How dare you? How dare you? I despise the spirit of lust. I despise it. I despise that demon because it is such a powerful demon over our people. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race or nationality you are. It is a powerful demon, and I despise it. It has hurt so many people. It has killed so many people. It has tried to take my life twice. Once as a child, and once 2 years ago. And I keep asking God, why am I still here with all of the pain that I have inside? Why was I picked out to be molested? Why was I picked out to be raped? Why was I picked out to have relationships that failed, and I didn't understand why? Why me, God? And they say you don't question God, and it's not that I question him. I just don't understand it. And I don't want anybody else to ever have to go through what I've gone through in my life. Because it is such a hard thing to go through. Being molested captivates your mind. It keeps you controlled in thinking that a certain behavior is acceptable. I look at my life and I look at the past. I've had 2 failed marriages, not one, but 2 failed marriages where I loved and I loved deeply, but they couldn't love me as I loved them because of the flesh and wanting to step outside because things didn't always go the way you wanted. But when you commit to a person, that's what it is, a commitment. And how dare you break the covenant that God you and I stood before God and said that we would have. And I asked God, how is it that I'm still here? Why do you still want me here? And he says that it's your story. I need you to tell your story because only your story can heal certain people. They can hear thousands of stories like this. I'm not the only one, but you're here. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I made you and I set you aside special as a time like this because I need you at this time, during these times of this world that we're living in today. So many people are still hurting and dying inside, and I was one. I decided for myself to not become involved with men anymore until I knew that I was complete. Sometimes we think that we need a man to complete us. No, you don't. You can't be complete, or a man can't complete you if you're not 100% yourself. You can't bring two 50s together because 50% of you messed up and 50% of him messed up. So now y'all just got 100% of a mess. And it ain't even 100% of a mess. It's just a mess. And I don't want anybody to go through the things that I've gone through because of the bondage of being molested and raped. You think that that's okay. You think that the behavior that men do to you is okay. It's not okay. It's okay to love yourself. Oh my God, I have learned to love myself. Another man does not ever have to love me because you know what? Your words are empty to me. It's easy to say I love you, but it's your actions that show me. So I'm a type person. I'm crazy in the sense that I think, okay, well, I'll trust you till you give me a reason not to. But at the same time, there's that hesitancy in me that says, I don't know you. Why should I entrust you with this jewel of a heart when you haven't shown yourself to me? You're not worthy. You're not worthy of the queen that I am. You're not worthy of the love that I have to give. You're not worthy of the love that I deserve. You're not worthy. And I refuse to do it anymore. I just refused. I've been celibate and I love it. I'm proud to say it. I refuse to allow myself to give my body away to a man that don't give a darn about me. And I've done it for years, guys, because I thought in my mind that was the right thing to do. Because at the age of 7, when someone started touching me and putting their little penis in me, it made me think in my mind that this is how it's supposed to be. Although in my heart, I felt this is wrong. You were entrusted to care for me, but you violated that. I've hurt for so many years because of this. I don't want anybody to ever feel the pain that I felt in my life. When I tell you I am a Job story right now, I mean it. If you don't know about the book of Job, read them. Because that's me. I'm Job-esque right now. I'm in my Job season. He lost everything that he had. But yet and still, he would not curse God. My life has been a struggle because of the choices that I've made, because of the mindset that I've had of thinking that it's okay to allow another to mistreat me, to use me, to abuse me. It's not right. And I don't want to be a liar about it anymore. You are always hesitant about this because, especially if it involves family, you just don't want to bring it up. It's not important to me at this point. Names, it doesn't matter because they know, I know, and God knows. But you have to get to a point in your life to know that you're not alone. I have been down the road of drug addiction. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. Maybe a few people that I was getting high with, but the grace of God spared my life. But the thing that you do, you mask, you try to mask and hide that pain, and you try to just shield yourself from that pain, and by any means necessary. The hurt of just knowing that why can't I be loved right? Why not me, God? I've done nothing but try to give love. So much so that I've given so much of myself that I have no more left to give. It's hard. It's really hard for a man to step to me now because I've been hurt so much by men. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I've never done anything wrong in any relationship that I've been in. Far be it from that. But what I am saying is I'm very loyal. And that pain of you lying with your husband night after night and building a relationship and then them deciding to step outside of that, some about that pain right there, some people can come back from that. But me, it take me back to that childhood thing. And I can't step out. So I can't go back. I just can't go back. And it's hard. So where do you go from here? You free yourself. In 2015, I leave behind the years of 1972, 73, I want to say, up until 2015. Because all that time, I've been wrestling and toiling in my mind, in my spirit, in my heart, in my relationships, in my friendships, in anything that I've done. I've been toiling with that demon, and I despise it. No longer shall it hold me captive. I am free. Now, those who have done to me may not be free, but you know what? I don't worry about that because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And I don't have to worry about what they've done because God already got that. And I've seen it come to pass. Trust, I've seen it come to pass. Touch not my anointed. That I am. Whether you believe it or not, I'm very anointed by God. And do my prophet no harm. So when you touch that is anointed by God, all you're doing is putting damnation on your own head, heaping coals of fire on your own head. I don't have to touch you. I pray for you. I pray much for your spirit and your soul. But I leave behind the past pains. I've lost so much. I've lost love, the love of my life. Lois A. Grant, a powerful woman to me that was misunderstood, loved her family, loved her family. And I say her family loved her, but they didn't always show it. And you can like that or not, but it's the truth. The truth will set you free. But it wasn't nothing that she wouldn't do for her family. And it's something about it that just gets to me. They don't understand me. Why is it hard for me to come to reunions and things of that nature? Because of the pain I carry of watching that woman, sorry, interruption, shed tears over her family, crying to me and her sister. Many years. Things I'll never repeat because it won't change a thing. And guess what? All of them gone anyway. God rest their soul. The love of my life is gone. But I have my children. And I have a family that God has blessed me with that are not my blood. It is what it is. We have our ups and downs like anybody else. But I love them because I'm not going to lie. They've treated me better than my own blood. And that's 100. So when I tell you I've lost everything, I have. But yet will I serve him. Because he's worthy of it. But God. That's my thing now. But God. Hey. But God. First. Nothing else matters. I leave you in the past. I hope and pray that it touches somebody. It helps to heal somebody. I don't do this for pity or sorrow. Because trust me, I don't need that. I done had a pity party by myself for 50 years or less. I don't need no help with that. I can do that perfectly well by myself. I don't need to open my life up to you. But God called me to do it. It is what it is. I love with an unselfish love. I give the best that I can give. But my life has been hell on earth. And I'm not going to let it continue to be that way. I'm going up from here. I won't let the enemy take anything else from me. I stand before him today and before you and declare it. Yet shall I live. Yet shall I rise. Not in boasting, but in humbleness. Because I'm a child of my mother had one child. Father walked out my life at 7, 8, 9, whatever. I don't even remember. I ain't seen him since. So to have a mother in my life all my life and to lose her, you just don't know. If you got one, you better love her. Because she ain't going to be here always. Keep mistreating her. Keep talking to her any kind of way. You'll be the first one over the casket crying. When all you got to do is treat her right now, while you have a chance. If I could turn back time to relive moments with my mama, the hugs and the kisses that my mommy gave me, I don't care what family member didn't like her. I ain't like you either for not liking her. I loved her. She gave me life. And she loved you in spite of. You ain't gotta like me. 'Cause you talk about me like a dog anyway. And I know it. And I'm okay with that. I'm a single child of one. My mother had one. I have 3 beautiful children. Each work my nerve every now and then, but they're mine. But one thing I do, I love my children. And I'll lay down my life for any one of them. And my mother would have done the same for me. That's love. So to have that gone from me, and then this year, to turn around and lose my auntie, y'all just don't know. My mama baby sister, my ace, boom, coon, my ride or die, I can call and talk about anything to. You'll never understand it. You don't never know what a person's life been like. But I'm a testimony. Yep. I've been homeless. Said it before. Holes in my shoes. But I made sure my child had shoes. Put cardboard in my shoes to keep the sun from Atlanta from burning my feet. Walking, trying to find a job. Trying to find somewhere to stay. Deontay Pierre Stevens was there with me. The struggle was real. And the struggle been real ever since. And I'm tired of the struggle. It ends in 2015. Because I'm talking to God. Prove me now. He need to show me some stuff. You told me to walk this walk, God. I'm going to walk it. I'm going to walk it in faith. I'm never going to doubt you. But it's time for some stuff to start showing up in my life. Because I'm being obedient to you. And that's just it. I love you guys. I know it's been long-winded. I tried. You don't have to. Sorry, guys. I keep losing the lights in here. Hold on. I'm in the car. Close the door and turn it back on. Okay. I don't know what I was saying. I lost my thought. But anyway, I just want you guys to be blessed. I'm going to go get my church on tonight. I don't know what you're going to do, but I got to get a word from God today. Not tomorrow, today. Pastor Smith, I'm coming. King to be I'm in the house. I'm in the house. People, please let your mind be free. If you ever need me, my email address is always on my contact information. Reach out. I've never stated to know everything, but I can pray with you. I can pray for you, and I can sure be a shoulder for you to cry on, because somebody's done it for me. Many, many nights. Many nights. I won't call her name, but she knows she is. My sis. You know she ain't my blood, but she my sis. TG. You know what it is. I love you, girl. Thank you for always being there. Always being there. Mama G, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God, for the adopted family that you blessed me with so that I can have some sense of normalcy. Not that this family is perfect, but I found love in it. And it was genuine. And it was pure. It was not hurtful. It was loving, caring, and kind. So, with that being said, 2015, we out. 2016, you're me for the ride. I love you guys so much. If nobody tells you today that they love you, know that Miss Lisa loves you with every ounce of my being. And it's a lot of ounces of me, honey. Hashtag Team Thickums. Yeah, I said it. You don't like it, you ain't got to. I love my thickness. I'm starting to love the skin that I'm in. Because it ain't always been this way. Used to be a lot more of this thickness. So, but I'm thankful. But I love you guys. But most of all, God loves you first. Closing with this, a little epiphany I was trying to tell my niece about earlier today. Facebook gives you these memories, and it gave me a memory, I think, of 2013, and it was for New Year's Eve, and it was so funny. I fought with this name for my channel, God First. I went back and forth with so many different names, and when I read this thing today, my memory in it, I was just speaking about God. And it stood out bold as day. Put God first. Just as I write it on my thing, God, the number one, ST, God first, and everything else will last. You'll learn how to love. You'll learn how to do this. I'm going to post it. I'm going to repost it on my Facebook page. I didn't share it early, but I'm going to share it to just show you that I'm not lying. I'm not a liar. I can't stand a liar. Yeah, a liar and a thief. Them two things I can't stand. And a lust and demon spirit. But anyway, I ain't going to go there. Like I said, I'm going to post it. But I'm going to close this out because I done went too long. I got to figure out how to cut some. But I don't want you to miss any of it because I know that it's for somebody. I love you guys. I'll see you next year. And may God bless and keep each and every one of you. If you're mad at me, family, I still love you. You can be mad because family going to do that. But I'm going to tell the truth anyhow. And it ain't just family that done hurt me, y'all. Don't get it wrong. Please don't. Don't. Because I love them family. I do. But I love them from a distance. And I have to do that for my sanity. I don't deal with fakeness well. I don't tolerate that in my spirit. It just don't. And I can pick up on it instantly. So I don't tolerate it very well. Never have. Never will. Be real with me because I'm going to be real with you. So with all that being said, I hope that your New Year's Eve is a safe one. Please be safe out there. You know that people be out there shooting and doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I pray God protection of angels around each and every one of us, that He brings us back to our home safely, and that you do whatever it is that you enjoy doing tonight. Me, I enjoy God, so I'm gonna go to see Jesus. Okay, go get my praise on. Y'all have a good night and a blessed new year. And I'll see y'all next year. Trust and believe. And we just going to go up higher and higher, okay? And as I go, I'll share more. But today I've just been full. So I had to release it today. I love you, and I'll see you next year. Peace.